By warehouse. I bought it like 15 years ago.
Yeah. That is so Dubai. That is so Dubai.
I'm in my class right now.
Where?
No, it's okay. They have a class
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, what about it?
My kid?
Yes.
Hold on, I
Alrighty. So, for those who came in, didn't hear the name, to sign this up here, I got colors. Maybe I'll just use a black colored pencil, but you could use a pen, pencil. I think anything's fine. But the important part is putting your birthday, last name, first name, PI, and then signature and date. The CRN number, though, something you don't know. So that's going to be 62, and then the number of the room, 151. Yeah, and every name in our class will really support us. It means a lot. So we got this there. And then, of course, I put my last name, first name, birthday, all that stuff, and then sign it. And then just give it to me, and I'll submit it. But there's the big CRN number right there. CRN number is 62151. There we are.
What do you need? Sure, that two wasn't something.
All right. Oh, thank you. Yep, you never know. So if you don't know your ID number, that's okay. Or if you're not in the class, I can also apply. So, huh? Okay. Okay, I have a paper. So, here you go. So this is to sign up with the school. If you haven't taken any classes before for the school, okay, that's the one to sign to the school. The other one's for the class. It's gonna ask social security number. You don't need that. It's not. Yeah, it's okay to get that. Birthdays are more important.
I don't know my student ID number.
That's okay. As long as you have your birthday, you'll be good.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
I know.
You look at the CRN number, everything else.
Oh, yeah, yeah. All three of us, yeah.
Yeah, just sign your name.
But
you
we
put
got
painting. Yeah.
What do you, just an eraser, sharp eraser. But I don't have. Yeah, no, it's like, I left it in the. Richard? But is there? There's just like. Yes, I don't have, I forgot all my things like that.
Yeah. You know,
It's already there, it's there, you're good.
so this opens up.
Wow.
I can borrow this. I could do this for the class, just to show people how to fill it out. For you, you can do it for her. Okay.
This kind of.
All right, I'll help you out.
2-8. You don't have any reason.
All good?
No, I didn't. I left it in my other.
Then just sign your name.
And I thought the other day I was putting away.
Oh, no.
I was putting it away and see how you
So
do
sign
this
it.
stuff. I have one. I paid 38.
And then go sign me up.
Today's date, huh?
Oh, yeah. It's,
30, but
You're good.
it was, this one was $50. I got this one
That's good.
for 38
Beautiful.
and it has
All right,
60,
cool. Thank you.
and they're bigger.
I'll get you guys signed up and,
Amazon.
oh, it means a lot. Alrighty. All right. Now, before I get started, does anyone have any questions about materials or anything like that? We'll get started.
I'm just going to get this painting.
Oh,
This file.
okay. Okay. I'll be doing a demo with a sketchbook today. So if you want to just sketch today,
Okay.
you can. Next week we'll have free time to work on the painting. Yeah. But if you really want to work on it, you totally can. Okay. All right. Okay. Good stuff. And those people who signed up, did you guys need a syllabus? You already got one? You need one? Yeah. Okay. I'll get this going here. So it's 3 pages, at least right now. I don't think I have a stapler on me.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. And yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Done with that. Done with that. Okay. So here we go. All right. So welcome, guys. Day 2. Day 2 is even crazier than the first day. First day is a lot of words. Second day is a lot of but after this, it starts to get easier and easier. So stick with it. It's the best thing you can do. Make some friends in here. Grow our community. This is a cool place. So we'll all get to know each other. Now, with part of the materials list, I recommended the tubes of paint. It might look like this. It might be blue and yellow or some other brand, but as long as you get that 12-pack with similar colors, you should be mostly good. Wow, beautiful. You'll really enjoy these, and these will last you a really long time. Now, when I fill up my my kit here, I basically I try to keep warm colors in one side and then cool colors in the other. And I always try to have two containers for white. And you're probably going to end up needing to just buy one more of these whites. And that should last you. So I just squeeze them all the way out, just like that. And I make sure that I have two containers of white. That's the only thing. Everything else, hello me. Oh, yeah. You kind of have to do a little knock. It's not your fault. You're good. She's late. We don't shame. We don't do that. Life happens. I get it. I'm late sometimes too. Quite often. But so I always try to have two things of white, and then pretty much every other one you can just kind of fill them up. I try to keep the light ones near the white. There's a light yellow here. The order doesn't quite matter. I'm just trying to keep warms, so that's going to be the yellows. They're all pretty warm. And maybe the brown. and I'll keep the black way far away from the white. Sometimes they kind of change over here, so but I mean this kit's really good as far as kind of keeping the paints wet and all that stuff. So all that warm stuff on this left side, I can do that for you guys. Yeah. Uh-huh. This is a cadmium yellow. This is a permanent yellow deep. But just pay attention to the color. This is a very warm yellow, like a sunflower. This is a yellow, kind of like a daisy. This is lemon yellow. Every paint supply is kind of a lemon yellow.
What brand of gouache is this?
This is Holbein. Holbein. This is the pricey stuff. There's cheaper brands, too, but I love the pricey stuff. It's very satisfying to use. It's worth the price. And after you throw this all in, you don't need to bring the tubes. Once it's all in there, you don't need to bring the tubes. There we go. All right, looks like I'm getting some brown in there. Yeah. And maybe I'll get some of that purple in there. That purple is pretty warm. Gosh, that's a beautiful purple. Okay. All right. Keep the blues together here. This is ultramarine blue. So some of the most popular colors that I use routinely is ultramarine blue. Oh gosh, you can't see the color at all. So I'll show you here. Don't worry, that's just gonna be blues.
Can you help her open her container?
Yeah, sure. First couple times is a little difficult. After that, it should be a lot easier. Table, maybe. Yeah, it gets easier the more you use it.
Oh, purple.
But-
Oh, that's purple?
So there's two different kinds of blues here.
Purple.
We got this turquoise blue right here,
Rice.
and we got the ultramarine blue.
Rice.
Yeah. Doesn't matter so much. It doesn't matter so much. But don't copy me. I just try to keep this half side warm, this half side cool. So the purple is very warm. It's like a very hot blue, right? It's the hottest blue you can possibly have. But you can see here, this is ultramarine blue. I'm going to use that word a lot. What ultramarine blue is, you'll kind of know what it is. And then this is a turquoise blue.
Oh, the real dark.
The ultramarine blue, this is a very warm blue, meaning you'll see it during daylight, so it's kind of good shadow kind of color, but it's not the greatest color for like a blue sky. That's more reserved for the turquoise blue. You can see that ultramarine blue. This is ultramarine blue. I'll say that a lot. What ultramarine blue is? That's ultramarine blue.
So the other one is dark.
And then this is the burnt sienna. That's the brown. So you take a orangey, reddish, brown, or light.
This is ultramarine.
Yep. So. And then, of course, we got the greens here. And we got a few extra holes here. Now, that's just for your own fun. So if you want to go shopping at some point, you totally can. Now, this order that I'm doing this in, it really doesn't matter so much.
You find this? Yeah, no more than 20 paints.
All right, there. We got this
So you said black is on.
permanent green. This is very bluish green. This is very close to viridian green. It might also be called.
Okay.
But this is very vibrant green. It when you add a bit of white to it, it can also look a little bluish too. So, and then of course I'll save that black. I'll just do that in a corner. I don't need so much black. Yep. And then when you're not using it, before you close it, get a little spritz bottle and a spritz. Get a little moisture in there, and then close it up. This will stay wet literally forever. Huh? Anywhere. It's just I do it in the corner, far away from the black, all the way over there. Yeah, try to make sure that it always closes the same way, you know. But yeah, this will stay wet forever. Now, one thing that people have issues with that they get grossed out about is the mold. It might start molding. So what I do is I get a little toothpick or something. I just mix it in. You won't see the mold ever again. It just kind of pops. I don't know. It just goes away. I just wouldn't worry about it too much. Once you start painting with it, it goes away. Just kind of mix it in. It's really not a big problem for me, but yeah. And you close it up, squeeze it all together, and then you're good to take this, throw it in your pocket. You can keep this all at home. So all you got to worry about is this. See, I'm all about saving space here. So we are working with limited space in this class. So all right. Now I'm just putting this back. Now there was 2 reds here. Let me talk about the reds a bit. Sorry. One red is they call it flame red. I like that. It's a bit more visual. And then there's carmine with this brand. Other places might call it alizarin crimson or rose or something like that. Well, this is a very cool red. When you add white to it, it leans towards kind of a magenta color. You know, the magenta in printing colors. So this is, and then this one is a flame red. So it's going to be much warmer. It's going to have a bit of yellow to it. So when you mix this red with this blue, and this or this purple, it might not mix as well as this very cool kind of color of a red. It'll make more sense when we get to painting, but just know that those are the 2 reds. This is the cool red, it's a bit deeper, darker, and this is the hot red, like a fire, hot rod, stuff like that. All right. So this is all you really need, really. You can make a lot of colors with this. Now there's some colors you can't quite make with it, like maybe fluorescent colors. If you like highlighter colors, just really bright stuff, you might want to get those separately. And we got some extra little spots to get some fun colors. That's where you go shopping. You're like, oh, I love this color. You can do that. But this is all you need for everything else. This is base level, good stuff. Amazing work. This is just beautiful paint. So you're going to love using this if you had that Holbein stuff. But yeah, don't need to bring this with you. Questions? Good. Love it. Beautiful. Yeah, of course, get some more white. You're going to end up using all that white, I promise you. It's crazy. Painting's mostly white, so this is out of order. I'm sorry. Disrespect. Find the order a little bit. I don't know. It's just right there. You care?
Do you have anything for translation?
Now,
Because
if you were to watch this on YouTube, you can do live translation. Let's see. So if you're watching this on your phone, maybe muted, I sent you the link. You could have it translated live. So I would recommend that. So you should have got an email. If this is your first time in this class, you haven't been signed up yet, you haven't gotten that email. I'll send one as soon as I submit your application. But you could always watch this later, no problem. Okay. Good. All right. You guys ready? Should we get going?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get some water and then we'll get started. Does anyone need water cups? No? We're all good? Okay. So we're gonna be drawing and painting today. So we'll start with our drawing pads, finish with our painting books. Now,
poor kids, wow.
that's all good. I think we're good. Okay, cool. Alrighty.
Okay.
Oh, stop.
Okay, cool. Let's do that. Ooh, this is dangerous. Maybe I'll use a chair for my laptop. Yeah. Get it off the desk. Save a bit of space or spills. I am prone to accidents, if you've seen. Fell on the first day. Yeah. Some of them might be stuck together, so just use them stuck together. Alrighty, cool. This is something we did in our last class. All right, yeah. Good chicken. Okay. Oh, I need a sharpener. Sharpen. Okay. So, little more information on kind of the focus that I'd like to have in this class. I'm looking to really focus and hone in on building things up with form. And that's going to be understanding. Basically, we're going to be sculpting with our brains. we're going to be getting some childish shapes like cylinders and blocks and cubes and spheres like balls, and we're gonna smash them together and understand how curves happen around them, how shadows happen around them, and how we can use those shapes to smash them into each other to make some animals, sculptures, whatever you want, buildings. Literally everything in this world that we live in is built up with form and shape. Shape's two-dimensional. But yeah. So let's get down to some drawing, shall we? So to do some drawings today, let's start a page here. So I'm going to be using a colored pencil today to be drawing. Hopefully we'll have time to paint. Might just be good to draw today, honestly. We could do a demo next week. But so these colors here, we're not going to be doing full-on paintings with these guys, but these are very satisfying tools to take with you and bring with you wherever you want to draw. So just pick out a color that you like today. It's better than just using a black pencil, but you can if you want to. Orange is a great color, but let's try to keep things a little bit darker. Red, green, blue, purple, brown, black. Yeah, probably just refrain from the yellow and the orange. But those will be used for when we're painting. All right, so I got crimson red. So alizarin crimson kind of red. That cool red. All righty. So first thing we're going to draw, let's just start with some simple shapes. Real fun, real simple. We'll just do it in the top corner here. We're going to start with a circle. Now to do a good circle, you need paper?
Yes.
All righty. Cool, cool. Okay. Anyone else? You have enough? Yeah. Okay. Está bien. Good. Okay, that's good to know. I'm not gonna forget that. Okay. All righty. So we're gonna start off with some simple shapes here. So when we're drawing a circle, we'll keep things loose here. Real loose. See, I kind of hover my hand using my whole arm. Avoid resting your palm on your paper. Try to just kind of get that hover going. And I kind of have my pinky here kind of touching the paper. And I can kind of hover that there. There we go. We got that. Good. Now an oval, you got to think about what the angle of that oval is going to be. So I'm going to start with a line here. Let's say I want it to be right here. I want this is going to be the middle line of that oval. So I can also hover that using my whole hand. Try not to rest your arm on there unless it's hard for you to. We all have our own abilities. So and I'm going to kind of hover my hand here and try to get a good oval going. And once I see my hand going a good oval, then I just put that pressure down, slowly put down pressure. See how light you can make it when you slowly put it down? It's good to start slow and light. We'll do even more, but this is just shapes. In fact, I'll even label it. Next, we got a triangle. So for a triangle, similarly, maybe we'll even go at an angle here. I'll do a center line here. And I'm gonna make sure that this goes out the same distance as the other side. So maybe I'll just kind of put a dot there. But if you need to measure it, you can kind of stick your fingernail on your pencil, kind of measure it there. So you kind of know that that's the same distance. And I just add a line in there and then connect it up. Here we go. We got a nice solid line here. So try to use your whole arm here. And don't be afraid to have those lines go past that triangle. It's about making that fluid motion. If you're going super slow, try to do it again, but faster. Maybe I'll just keep on going. All right, I could add that little dot and the dot there. And I can kind of hover that down. And if I draw it light, then I can draw it again thick and hard to kind of show off that final shape if I wanted to. But that first initial draw, scratchy, fast, not perfect. But make sure that it's in the right place. I'm sharpening my pencil here. Now, let's see, do I have a knife here? I have a knife. Now, if you're needing to sharpen your pencil, where is it? I have it in here. Mary Poppins looking. Here. Now, if you shopped with my shopping card or my shopping list, sorry, this is so chaotic, but it's so me. So let's say you got a nice little knife here. When you cut and sharpen your pencil, kind of sharpen it like this. And if you do that, you have more control over, oh dear, this is all rusty. Oh man, must have got some water in there. Oh, that's crazy rusty. I'm gonna have to throw this one away. This is really old. But you could sharpen your pencil here and just kind of start curving it up so that way you get more lead. You don't really waste all that lead because when you use these things, you don't have control over that and you end up losing a lot of your pigment from the pencil. So I try to avoid that, but since I'm kind of rushing here, I'm kind of doing both. But here, let's just get some more here. And this will make your pencil last much longer. There we go. Cool. Nice. Learning a lot today. All right. Cool. So we got a triangle, and now we got squares too. Square, I could also add a line in there, and I could add a line here and make sure I can measure this. And I can measure this with my thumbnail. So I'm measuring this whole pencil here, and I can measure it going up. I can kind of put a little dot there and straighten it out. See, I'm going way past the lines here. And then I can put in the pressure, finalize it. And when I'm painting, I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to do that final line. But you can. It could be a style. Nothing's right, nothing's wrong. Everything's a style. So this is nice, even square. And then rectangle, let's just say you were to measure it, you wanted it to be just a specific length to it. So if you were to measure something out, you could kind of measure, let's say this bottle, for instance. I could measure out how wide it is versus how tall it is. Go 1, 2, 3. So that's 1 length wide to 3 lengths tall. So there's 1 length here to 3 lengths tall. So it would just be 1 more square here. I could measure that out. And then there's the proportions of this water bottle right here. Right here. In fact, I could even say 1, 2. So this would probably be like the cap here, and then this would be like that long part here. And it doesn't just work for water bottles, guys. You use this with everything. See that? I got that little water bottle here. I'm just drawing this out just because I'm having fun. But yeah, got that little straw in there. Now, yeah, so you can that's how you use rectangles and finding proportions of rectangles or any other odd shaped thing. Now, sometimes things aren't as symmetrical as that. Maybe it's as messed up as this sock here. Well, what do you do for that? What kind of shape is that? That's an organic shape. That's something that you really can't find here. So, I mean, you could put it in a box and you could measure it, say that's 1 size versus 2 sizes wide. So you already know that it would fit in that kind of rectangle. So there's 1, 2. So that's basically what size box it would fit in. But we're looking at angles now. So now I can kind of, what I can do is I can kind of cut into it. I can kind of carve angles that I see and kind of put my thing in front of it. And in fact, that's wrong. So I could just kind of figure that out again. That's better. This is so odd. So I got a line here. It's going down over here. Find another angle here. Another angle here. Maybe it kind of goes up a bit here. Then you can kind of fill in the lines once you did. And you can kind of start drawing whatever you see with that sock in there. So this is kind of how you might get some weird shaped things. Kind of use what you're learning here. Good stuff. So we got some shapes. I mean, this sock looks like nothing. So of course my drawing is going to look like nothing. So don't be upset that it doesn't look like a sock. In reality, it doesn't look like a sock. Which is fun. That's one of the great parts about drawing. And I'm thinking observation here in this class. So if I was to tell you, draw a sock, you might draw something that looks like this. You know? But we didn't draw that. And we drew a sock. So when we're drawing from observation, you know, you can kind of rediscover that, oh, socks don't always look like that. Oh, mountains don't always look like that. Oh, trees aren't always palm trees. All right. So let's get those shapes down and we'll get into our forms. Yeah. Do we want the sock? Do we want to do a sock? A new sock for those? We're doing good? All right. Where's my coffee? Did I not bring it? Maybe we'll take a break after this. That sounds good. Yeah. All right. Well, all right. I'll give you guys just a few more minutes to do this, and then we'll go on a break. Let's say between 1:50 and 2:05. All right. Sounds good.
Wait, do we have to? We're not only here 2 hours, so I'm
I
just saying.
yeah. I mean, you know, we'll see. I just want to get my coffee from my car
Oh,
too.
okay.
But yeah, you know, restroom break and all that. We might need it.
Is there a vending machine somewhere?
Yeah, there's a really good vending machine. You'll have to go back to the main hallway, but they have this really cool vending machine that straight up like cooks food for you. It's got like quality food, but it's over by the Culinary Arts building. So if you here, I'll draw a little map with my shapes. So here's the building that we're in. We're right here. So if you exited out back into this long hallway, spooky hallway, there's the elevator, there's the other elevator. It's like over here.
Yeah. I know where it
It's right across from that second elevator. So, boop. I don't know what's over here.
is.
But yeah, they have some really good vending machines. So,
No way. I'll look it up on Google.
okay. So let's take a quick break. I mean, 15 is. I feel like I see cringe. So we could get started at 2. That's okay. All right. Cool. So let's go take a quick break. State mandated break, but I also need my coffee. And we'll be back at 2 o'clock. We'll get started. This door is locked, so feel free to go around for whatever you need. Yeah.
I did buy you guys both a spray bottle though. And then, yeah. Yeah, you do have one of those. And if you buy one of these, I can't remember how much it is. I have some pink. I absolutely sure. And just to fill up, you're gonna have fun doing what we do. And you know that little, the plastic, thing I gave you for, it doesn't have to look like this, but it looks like this plastic, you know, the one you brought last time with us? Use that as your palette. I have one. That I like this, not like that, but I have the one that I gave you for school. It's a plastic. Oh, I don't know, but I bought this one at Walmart. Walmart. And I bought those seven things at Walmart. But I left them like this. You know, I was taking things out because of the other class. And I took out too much. That's what I did too. Yeah, you got all this stuff. How do you open this? Okay, hold on. Both of these have to be up. That's what I know. And then lift it up and now you're. Okay. Okay, so this has to be up. Okay, got it.
Well, I can use it.
Yes. But you don't have to, because if this lasts us the whole season, all you need, I have the three, and I have 60 colors, not 12. We can make them work, Mina.
Can we just buy this thing?
Or
Or
you
you
can
can take it, get it out of the list.
I don't remember, 12 would be made, less than 12.
Yeah, order it. It's good. Yeah, over the.
And then we got Yeah, I got,
And I got my scissors, I got the right size, but they're on my dresser. I said, don't put them in, don't put this stuff, so it was up the crack.
yeah, that's what I did last night, and then I ended up getting up, because I said, I'm gonna. So I think we got all the containers.
I did.
And I think
lost
that's
them,
actually,
actually.
we dropped,
I said, okay, let me reorganize all my art stuff, this.
Yes.
I did not enjoy it. And I just, I thought I had my sketchbook in there, and actually, a lot of the stuff I have is. That's right.
Oh, yeah, the little kid, yeah.
Riveting drawings. It's very, there's a lot of knowledge and you'll be using a lot of this stuff.
We got drawing and things like that, so, I know it can just help us, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah, I mean,
I'm excited, I went looking at your Facebook, and it's got the urban sketching and stuff like that, they do great things where they go on vacation and.
oh, it's so cool, yeah, and it's so local too, it's so connected, and you can travel around the world with them, and, you know, it could be so local, it could be so global too, so, pretty exciting stuff.
What are you-
The machine.
They do, they got a copy, yeah.
It's good to know. There's another day when I wanna walk. I'm gonna get lost in there. I'm the worst person, I'm the worst person. I have to, she's the teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we said me, oh,
Yeah, trouble language.
I know she's my mind. She can't
She's
help
called me that trouble, academic teacher for 30 years.
Oh, what did you teach?
Language arts
Okay.
and art, she specialized,
Oh, cool, okay,
but it was, you know,
yeah,
So she's
yeah.
a great one, and we all work her students, and we're at her house to work her students.
Uh-huh.
And so therefore, we said, you ask. And she listens to us.
I'm not shy.
She likes to
Yeah.
date.
Good. It doesn't go away, does it? I know, my girlfriend tries to stop me, I'm like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be like painting, and she's like, can I just paint? Or, like, she'll be like worried that she's doing something wrong, or I'm just like,
Because the first time when
Yeah.
I said to her, yeah, I said, ask him, just ask him. She was like, yeah, ask him. And then I said, you about the form, and I am telling him to see. And then I said, you ask him, you ask him. I go, and she was way over there.
oh my gosh.
She was being shy.
Me? I would not be, oh, I'm never, I'm.
Oh.
Yeah, this one, she was thinking about how her name is. She's a neighbor.
But this one?
which door you supposed to come in here, because I'm confused.
It is locked,
It's
so,
all locked,
yeah,
so when next time, how are we gonna come in here?
knock,
Knock
or
again?
just yank it, and I'll hear it. That we keep the door open, I hear it every time, so,
I see, because we have hard time to come in here,
yeah,
but
I know, it's not, we've made complaints, and this is our first time in this
that
classroom.
parking lot is not usable in this space, we're gonna
No.
have to use that parking space.
I don't
I
think
know, that would
so.
be nice, that would be so
Exactly,
good.
it's a long walk for you.
I know, yeah, it's,
Diane?
I know,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Can you just make a complaint?
Yes, love it.
And you make it,
Mira,
should they know about it?
Sure.
Un map.
Yes.
Yo no sé cómo se dice
Straight
mapa.
from la mina.
La cosa de la escuela. Ella me dice, ¿tienes café? Aquí. ¿Tienes café aquí?
No, I've made the same exact thing already to somebody who
Oh, no.
said it's my house. And then I go all the way through the door. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. And ESL or, you know, people who are more physically able will have an easy time in here, but. We used to have another classroom. So, yeah.
We have fun, we like it. Yeah, we like it.
I'll make another complaint. So your voice is heard. But I've talked to them about it.
I've never done like 10 more weeks in the with that.
Right, yeah, I know, yeah. So, for sure.
It's new to me, so I.
And at least get some bigger teeth. I'm making complaints. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know, yeah.
For 2
I
hours.
said the same exact
On
thing.
the street.
It's out of my control though. I mean, personally, I would have it another way. But
That nurse again?
Yeah.
No, no, somebody.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Hi.
That water container thing.
Yeah, the little the
Can
silver
you,
one.
Can you order that? Can you
So
order it online?
yeah. It's all available if you scan the link.
Uh,
This
no, there's a you show on the
is the water cups. This is
No.
what I use.
there's a container that you can reuse. You mix the watercolor and the water, and you close the lid, and then next time.
Oh, this.
is-
Yes.
Is it reusable?
Yes. It keeps the paint. It's a bit of a pain to open.
I see.
But it leaks just a little bit, but not very much. It never gets the other paints dirty, and I can see a bit of mold, but it's been well used.
Okay. Very
But everything's still wet. Everything's still usable. I've had it there for maybe
Long
2
time.
years.
No, very good.
So yeah, and I've used this
So
throughout.
is this we can order this online?
Yes, yeah. One of these little things is like $10. You can't find it at art stores. I don't know
Okay.
why,
Uh-huh.
but
So-
Amazon.
So I just Amazon just watercolor.
If you have the syllabus, you can scan the link, or go to the link.
Okay, I can go copy down the link.
Yeah. So here. So you go to this
Okay.
link.
Okay.
I mean, this is part of our full syllabus. There we go.
Okay.
So, sorry, my hands got paint on it. So this link right here, this is
Okay.
gouache, expensive, but it's also in the cheap. So it's in the gouache
Okay.
kits.
I might as well get the expensive one.
Yeah. Good.
So,
You're
so this is the link.
Mhm.
Okay, good. Thank you.
No. Dale is really good. I mean, Dale can take care of the work. That he does, I don't do anything with Dale. He just sends me an invite and I accept it for my company, so we know that Dale's pretty.
all right. All right. You guys ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. I'm choosing new color because it's a new page. Let's go. We got purple now. Fun. Why not? The colors don't matter. Just not bright. You can learn how to use these. And they're very similar to watercolors in some ways, but yeah, we won't be learning them so much, but feel free to play around with them. These are just for play. Don't take them too seriously. All right. All right. So now we've done shape. Let's do some form. Like, I'm out of here. All right. Well, feel free.
She has an appointment.
Okay. Yeah. You can watch this online. You can watch this later. And also translate it too.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you want to rewatch what you saw. Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.
Outlet shopping day.
All right. Huh?
Her bag says National Outlet Shopping Day.
Love it. I want it. Why wasn't I invited? What the? All right. Let's so just like shapes. So forms are like shapes, except now we're going to be making them look like they have 3 dimensions. And if we make them look like they have 3 dimensions, we can our brains will draw in 3 dimensions too. It's very exciting stuff. You got to learn it. All right. So we start off with the simple circle. That's a circle. That's just really far away. Here's one that's closer. You can see a bit better. Now, you can use any color. I'm using purple now. I have purple. But you can do any color. All right. This keeps things interesting, I think. I'm all for it. So, to make this circle, and we're going to do a few of them, we could do some small ones, maybe a big one, very big one. There we go. We are going to make these circles 3-dimensional spheres. And the best way to do that is kind of by finding some extra little shapes throughout it. So I'm going to draw a really light oval kind of going through the middle of it at any angle. We're going to just play around with an angle here. Draw it real light. All right, and you're gonna do it a few times with every single one of them. Make some of them skinny, make some of them fat. Play with that proportion. So this one could be super skinny. And maybe this one will be super fat. I need to slow it down maybe. There we go. Real loose, real scratchy. Maybe I'll go one more here. Can you guys see it okay? Yeah. All right. Maybe I'll go right over here. There we go. All right. Next thing, we're going to decide which part of this oval is going to be closer to us. So I'm going to decide, maybe I want this side. There's no right or wrong here, but just decide which side is going to be closer. And I'm going to put more pressure on that side and keep the other side loose. All right. So this one I'll have a bit above me. Here we go. And we'll do this one a bit below. And this one, maybe I'll have over. All right, so one side of that oval is going to be above and one side is going to be further away. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to do another oval going another direction. So when it crosses paths, it's going to kind of go the opposite way. So I'm going to try to do that here. Now you can always rotate the paper. You might be noticing that it's kind of hard to do up and down. So if you rotate that paper around, might be finding an easier way to draw an oval. It's that's more comfortable. Start with it light. Don't start heavy right on top. Real light. And even if you did a skinny oval here, it could be really wide for the other oval. Okay. There we go. And just like the last one, choose one of those sides of the oval to be closer to you. And put that pressure down. I think we'll just be drawing today. I think that's what's just gonna happen. We'll do a demo next week. We'll do a little painting. We'll get to the butterfly.
I know, right?
All right. So we're gonna make this into some birds, though. We're gonna have some fun with this. Yes, we're gonna make some bird heads for this. So we all know how to make a good triangle, right? So if I was to add a line kind of going through one side of the circle to the other side, and then to the other side, and I can stop anywhere. It could be a short beak or a long beak. I can make this be as long as I want that beak to be. So maybe this beak kind of go out all the way over here. Real light at first. And then I'm going to choose 3 dots. Now, when things go away from you, it's going to feel shorter as things are closer to you. Now, this is closer to me, so I might make it a bit bigger. So there's that triangle I did. That's all inside that circle there. And then this line that I made earlier, that's where everything's going to be connecting up to. There we go. This works for birds. This could work for noses as well.
Yes, no, I didn't see what I was saying.
See that, guys?
Dots, dots.
And I could do another dot down here. And that could be the bottom part of the bird beak. There we go. And I can shade this down just on the bottom one, real light, kind of try to keep my lines parallel to each other, basically like that. Real close to each other, take my time as I work my way down. Real light. And then, if I was to do some eyeballs, maybe I could do some eyeballs on this line so I know that they're kind of on the same part of the head there. I think that's pretty cute. And of course, if we were painting, we could cover all this up with our opaque medium, or opaque painting medium, so we could get some white on there or something like that right on top. All right, and so I'm just going to do that with some of the other birds here. Here we go. Just like that, you're drawing 3D. I'll do a bird over here. You could add a bit of a curve to that triangle if you want it to be smiling. So you got that top of the beak there, side of the beak here, and maybe I'll add a bit of a curve. You can curve your forms as well. You can kind of elaborate things in real life. But I mean, in nature and stuff, there's going to be curves and stuff. You know, there's going to be curves. There's going to be, you know, nothing's going to be too perfect. And even if you got rid of all of these little curves that we drew in on here, it would still feel very three-dimensional.
Yeah, I need help with that nose.
The 3D.
The circles are pretty, that's why.
It just takes practice. The more you do it, it does get better. I mean, if you got some wiggly lines or if you got a shaky hand, that's okay. You know, you could have a big wiggly circle shape here. As long as it's in the right locations, that's what these are more important for. That's going to be most helpful, you know. You could have big old wiggly lines, that's okay. Like I'll get some wiggly lines. In fact, that's a good way to kind of break out from this perfection. We don't want perfection. Let's make some wiggly lines here. There's that end of the beak. This is a crazy wiggly line. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Shadow that bottom beak there. This one's real wiggly. Cool. Look at that. We already got 2 forms down in one. We got spheres and we got pyramids. This is like a similar way to make cones as well. If you wanted to do one more, you could just do a quick little drawing here. There we go. And you could get that circle on there. Now, as it gets closer to the corner, it's going to look more like a oval. And it kind of changes into a circle as it gets closer to you. Circle to oval. But I can get that same line, just like that. Put that dot there, and I can kind of get those furthest points. And there you go. I got a nice cone. It's more like a pengu, if anyone knows that. I think it's a British show, but it's like this little cute little penguin. Yeah. I don't know. I'm drawn to those little characters. Anyone need help with this? How we doing? Killing it? Good. Now all these little lines and everything, a lot of artists will do these lines and all this scratchy work drawing straight through beautiful and clean objects, say a coffee cup or something. You know, we'll do that. But drawings usually look this messy. This is a good way drawing should look when you first start. And the more you do this, and the more you understand how those forms might look on paper, the better and more dimensional objects your drawings and paintings will be. This is all drawings, and then you put paint on top of it. You got to do both. That's why I teach both. Okay. All right. We ready to move on? Okay, we got one more shape, and then I think we'll just call it a day. We got cylinders. And I'm thinking, I'm like, everyone's got their paint out already. We could just do this paint style, like draw with our paint. Hmm.
But not everybody has paint.
Yeah. Does anyone not have paint today? No paint today? Anybody? I just want to know. It's okay. 1, 2, no paint. Oh, you have paint? Oh, you have pencil.
Oh.
But for painting. No. No, not a pen. It's okay. Next week. We'll get to painting. We'll stick with pencil for today. All right. Sometimes it's fun to draw with paint as well. So, don't feel like you have to do a painting to use paint. So you can do a drawing like what we're doing here with paint as well. But we'll continue on. Let's get a new color. Let's go green.
I picked up green already.
Nice.
That was funny. I'm like, whoa.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Dang. All right. So cylinders. All right. So cylinders is where we get a little bit more into perspective. Now, there's plenty of artists who play around with perspective. Like, let's see. All right. No. Try to find a good one. Something. Alice. Here. Okay. Oh, jeez. What is? Okay. So, there's plenty of artists who play around with perspective, and it doesn't need to be perfect for it to be beautiful. I mean, if you look at artwork like this, these are old ukiyo-es, which are old woodblock prints. They get perspective, the idea of perspective, right? But if you like follow the lines and try to make sure that it's like perfect perspective, it's not gonna be perfect perspective. But there's more to it. It can also be more of a feeling. But I do believe that these artists understand some of the rules of perspective, but they're not necessarily following it. But you could really see the perspective ideas of angling things as they go towards the horizon there. The horizon is here. Maybe the horizon for these things keep going further. So there's like different angles and stuff. So I mean, it's not correct, but it's still beautiful, and it makes it in the history books. And a lot of artists will try to copy this same kind of style. These are beautiful. I love these so much, and there's some really great characters and figures. And they do have some form. They do have form, and even in some of their drawings. A lot of great shapes, though. They really love shapes. Masters of shape. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Now. Let's see.
There's our wine there.
Let's just get into it. I have it all set up. Here. And here's something from real life. Something that we're really going to be paying attention to here. This is such a good picture. I'm going to share this online. I don't know if I brought that up. But I was just showing, understanding the ideas here, really quite important. So here's a photo. And this is real life. This is not dramatized or anything like that. Of a big cylinder on a table. Now, as you see, these lines are actually completely flat. These aren't tipping over, right? This happens all the time and everywhere. So as something gets closer to eye level or the horizon line, I'm just gonna throw that down on the paper. It's gonna get flatter and flatter, these ovals. And as it gets lower and lower and lower, these ovals become more and more circular. And they do it evenly, both above and below the horizon. This is a better picture, dang. Why this is not inner references. This is so good. All right, so you can see here. Yeah, this is even more exact, but I'm going to show you guys some easier ways to do this. But yeah, we're basically going to be doing something like this today. I'll leave this up. Actually, let me do this. Okay, cool. So when I draw this, now we're gonna have a little fun here. So we're gonna do two vases. So try to have one on the right side. I mean, one on the left side. I'll kind of show you kind of what we're looking for here. But as you see from the picture, equal distance from the horizon line will have the same distortion as above the horizon line. And we'll start drawing this lightly. Okay, so I'll just kind of start maybe from here. I could even measure it with my pencil. There you go. And I could do an oval about the same proportion as the one from the top. Now, to help you keep all, can you see this? No? It's really bad. Okay, I'm gonna put this down just for now, but okay. So just to keep these this made up vase, which we're inventing, centered, I'm just gonna go draw a line here, otherwise known as a line of action if you want to call it that. But there's my oval there. Now, I'm just gonna randomly make a smaller one right here, but this time the proportions are gonna be skinnier. This oval's lost weight. All right. Now it might be a petite oval, might be a tall oval. It's up to you, but it's the dimensions are going to change. So it's going to get skinnier and about halfway. And then once it hits this line, it's just going to be a line. It's at eye level now. It's at horizon level. And the more dramatic this oval shape is, the more dramatic your line of vision. So if this is a perfectly perfect circle, you're probably looking at one of those fisheye lenses. You know, fisheye lenses, they're used in skateboarding all the time. Like whenever you take a picture of a fisheye lens, your head's really big and your feet are really big, but everything inside is like really skinny. That's kind of what's going to happen. if this is a perfect circle. But I did it just as kind of a plain oval, so it's nothing too dramatic. But you can play with that. There's no rules. But as long as you're following these rules here. So I'm gonna have a line here, maybe a real skinny line. Try to keep it centered. You can kind of measure it out if you really need to, but that just slows you down. It's best to just scribble one down and be like, it needs to be a little to the right, draw it again. It's a lot easier that way rather than erase, erase, erase. That's why I'm using these. I don't want you guys to erase. So it's good. All right. So here we go. As I go my way up, this is going to be same skinny, but maybe it's going to be small, real light. All right. And then maybe I'll do a wider one here. It's a bit bigger, but not quite as big. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect the lines. And you can connect the lines in a fun and goofy way. You could do wiggly lines or rounded lines or inward lines. There we go. Convex, concave. I'm making another soda bottle here. Okay. And here we go. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of connect those all up here. Here we go. Cool. Got my fun little cylinder here. Now, important thing here is that when things are below the horizon line, before when we did the circles and we did those ovals and the circles, we could choose whichever side is above and below. Like you could say that this is the bird's head, and then, we all did this before. Now with this, if it's lying on the surface, we have a rule now where if it's above the horizon line, that above line is going to be visible. And then that other one is going to be tucked away and further away. Same with this. And then this. And then this. Put that extra pressure in there. This knife sucks. Usually they're much sharper. Honestly, I think my dull pocket knife would work better than this. Dang. All right, cool. Now, let's just say we had a bottle falling from the sky. All right. Now, let's just say it's going to be crooked like this. And let's say that we wanted it to be kind of going away from us. Now we can have a reference here if we wanted to. We have water bottles. We have cylindrical things around us. We have our fingers. Our fingers are basically big old cylinders. But so let's just say we had a bottle kind of falling in the sky like this. It's going to be following the same rules, but it's going to be less strict. And this is kind of how you build up forms, like your arms, your body parts, butterfly bodies. We'll do that next week. But we can follow those same kind of cylinder rules here. And depending on how dramatic it is, I mean, if it's really facing you, then, you're not really going to get to that point of the horizon line where it's gonna be something like this. That's that eye level. That's why it's super flat. But I want it to be out like that. So that simple rule where we can start with that one oval, that's going to be a little bit wider. And then over here, it's going to be even more open because it's getting further away from that eye level. See here how wide and circular that is versus this one? Same deal. So I could get that to be a nice circle. Closer to a circle. And then I could play around with some of the shapes, have them overlap here. Maybe I'll have it hit right there, hit right there, hit right there. And then maybe get it a bit skinnier. All right, connect those lines. I don't know what shape this is. It looks like a bullet almost. I mean, maybe I'll kind of add some sort of weird looking thing. Maybe it's a bottle. It looks like a baby bottle. It's so funny. Like you just do random things. All right, see you later. If you just do random things, you'll start seeing shapes that's like familiar to you. You can just kind of lean into it. I'm seeing a baby bottle. All right. And then you just need to make sure that you know which side is going to be closer to you. So this side's going to be closer. This side's going to be closer. And you could use these same lines throughout that form to make little stickers or something on there. You could even make it look see-through if you wanted to. See, I'll have a sticker go all the way around. And it's gonna be a see-through container. Why not? This will be the back side of the sticker. It's gonna be darker, I guess. Alrighty. There we go. Cool. You just gotta make sure that you know which side is up and which side is down, because that's something that people always have a hard time with. So let's go ahead and make another cup here. And this time I want you guys to make your own. You could have it do something funny, or I don't know, have it be a fun shape. You could put a label on it if you wanted to kind of follow those curves, add some pattern to it. You could do some stripes, polka dots, whatever. Have some fun with it. And if you really want to, you could even paint on it. Yes, this paper you can paint on. It's just not going to be the best at it, but it's good for experimentation. That's what this is for. All right, guys. So let's just use the rest of the class to make our own bottle. I'll come around, make sure you guys kind of get what you're doing, and then next week I'll do a demo of a butterfly, and we will paint that. We will paint that butterfly.
Is that in our books?
Now
I mean,
the reference
paint in the book?
that's going to be in the Nicer sketchbook.
Okay.
So that will be with this boy.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So we got this boy. And if you wanted to bring any other reference, you can paint anything else next week. Maybe find some sort of cylindrical objects or anything with the simple form. Play around with that just to warm up to it. Then it'll get easier as you go. Maybe I'll add some liquid in here. I can do that. Easy. I can just color in that soda. Maybe I'll add bubbles to it. And you can do fun little cartoony stuff. It's kind of fun. Like you can kind of like goof around with it. Once you get those like really boring structures in place, then you can kind of doodle on top of it. So really add some pattern to this, guys, and just doodle. Don't even think about it. Just doodle. Just move your hand around it. Imagine shapes dancing on there. I'm not giving it any thought. But you can kind of just kind of follow those forms, those kind of ovally forms.
I have a question that would probably help everybody.
Yes.
On Canvas, how do we go to Canvas?
So,
So I think
uh-huh.
I get all your email,
Yes.
but how do I get to Canvas?
So I try to share everything you need in this class through the email. So
Okay.
Canvas does
So on email, I'm just gonna tell
Yeah.
them in Spanish that they can download your video today and they can translate it in Spanish for them.
yeah. It's live right now. It's on. So yeah. So yeah, you can do that. And it's all through the email. I put that on the email as well. So the link is all there. Yeah.
Amazing.
Good stuff. All right. Does anyone want some help first and foremost? I can come to you first.
Senora, necesita ayuda? No? Okay, no, she's good.
No problem. All right. How you doing? Good. Okay. Yeah. Make sure you have that line down pretty straight. Good. And get some more circulars. Don't be afraid to draw through the object. Oh. Yeah.
I would think inside the circle would be
Yeah.
water,
Yeah.
right, that's the top of the water.
And real smooth. Use your whole arm. Don't rest it. But
Yeah.
use your elbow. Yeah. It's much better.
I'm gonna go to
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby and get one.
One hand.
Yeah.
In one hand. Yeah, see? Smoother. Looks a little better. Yeah. Alright, I'll see you next week. Yeah, that's good. Oh, very good.
Okay, I need to make sure this is closed
I
though.
practice in my.
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's
I
good.
don't want that all over.
That's good. Oh, real quick, guys. If you wanted to have some fun with this kind of form drawing, I recommended my little library. It's on my links, the archive thing. This book right here, Fun with a Pencil, has some extra little things where you could learn how to draw like a face. See that? You get that same kind of circle. You can draw a whole face and add character to it. It's a really fun book. It's really old. It's like 100 years old. So there's some illustrations in there that I don't like, but the guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But oh, geez, some of these pictures, I'm just like, why you gotta draw him like that? So, but yeah, some really fun little practices. You can draw little faces. Great ways to get started with some symmetrical forms and stuff like that.
Thank you, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I need their help telling them that they can translate it.
Thank you. Do you have another class painting in here or no?
In this location, no. But next semester, I'm excited. All right.
It's only Mondays.
Yes, I'm here on Mondays, and then I also have a second location over in Cyprus, senior center, and that one is pretty good, pretty full. There's a few spots left, so if you're interested, and you guys can make that drive. If this class ever gets canceled, I would recommend come over there. It's the same syllabus. You just continue on. You wouldn't feel lost.
Oh, you're doing the same thing over there at the Cypress one?
yeah.
Okay. But we're good here, right? This is good.
Yeah. We should be good. We
Okay.
should be.
Okay. And you'll
But-
email us or?
Yeah, I mean, they said 18, that's what they're looking for, and I think we got that just today. But I've also heard other times where they wanted 25.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, what do you want? Guys, I do want to see your own little designs.
Oh.
Okay, you copy, but I want to see your own design. Your own design.
I was drawing other.
Okay. Oh, this is your own? Oh, fun, cool. It looks like a bottle that's under a lot of pressure.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to touch it, it will explode. Oh, this is so fun.
I was trying to do,
It's
yeah.
like melting or something. That's cool. Alright, oh, yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. The table.
No, it is good.
Do you
That's
get,
good, thank you, appreciate it, thank you. I always put it on the table.
La mensaje de él a la computadora. Y él tiene
Be aware of the horizon.
Tiene esa.
Oh, you're looking at this? I see, okay.
En el
So your eye level's all the way up here.
Yeah.
Another class in my own.
Yes, of course. Ah, love it.
I see this, but you know,
Sí, yo no sé cómo se,
Yes, you got the hang of it. It's never the first time. It's never the first time. You never do it perfect the first time. So it's good that you have multiple.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, we'll see you next week.
I always
I
love the
see
horizon.
another
But you did good with
Yes,
getting
Monday.
skinnier. and
Every
skinnier.
Monday, yeah.
How did you do it?
Okay, bye-bye.
Awesome. It's an old sketchbook. You've had this for a while? Let's see. Very good. So what are you working on here? Just
A la
curious.
próxima semana va a usar la figura.
Yeah.
Así que vamos con el lápiz primero, entonces arriba del lápiz vamos a.
Very
no me
good.
llegó ese cuaderno, no sé si no está en el libro, porque yo pedí todo lo que estaba ahí, pero yo llamé a Amazon, es con Amazon.
Wow.
Voy a ver si lo encuentro.
Wow.
Ajá, para
So you've
que
seen a lot of
para
change
que
over
llegue,
there.
porque las
Ajá.
cosas se
Yeah.
hacen.
Tienes a Walmart, tienes
It's a wild place.
Así
I
también
remember
puedes
going
ir
as
a
a child and just
una
seeing
tienda a
even
comprar eso,
within 10,
las
15
cámaras.
years.
a Hobby Lobby también.
Well,
Ajá, voy a
feel
ver.
free to work on your own work, 'cause I know I'm definitely.
I know, I had all my shavings over here too.
Ah, ¿es de usted?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sí, lo voy a tirar, lo voy a poner.
Yeah. I'm very traditional, you know, I hope that you guys can get your own.
Oh, no, I
pieces.
Well,
You can just start at home right away. The abstract work, I don't
and I
think.
don't know what
No,
to make
that's
of
good
it.
to follow.
But I think my surgery's on a Wednesday.
So,
I'll have to maybe chill out before I come back to this. Oh, yeah, I know you will. Yeah,
what's you know? I can press it.
Okay, let's do it.
Bye, ladies. Bye. Gracias.
Ajá, de nada.
Bye, bye, bye.
¿Cómo se llama, señor? ¿Cómo se llama?
So, Jay,
¿Cómo se llama?
Margarita.
Oh, Margarita.
Virginia.
Mucho gusto. Virginia y María.
Yes.
No, María. María.
Ah, María.
María.
Mari, usted.
Virginia.
Virginia.
Okay,
Virginia.
I'll send you over the link.
Ah,
¿Te gusta que le digan Virginia?
Virgin.
Virgin.
Yeah.
Virginia,
María.
Mucho reference.
Sorry.
Your phone's so small, but yeah, bigger is better.
Okay.
Yeah, iPad. Yeah, if you have one. Yeah, I love using my iPad for reference.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys, I'm excited to have you in my class, good. Good, yes.
Yes. And you see yourself, I'm Linda. Linda, you're Joanna. Joanna, nice to meet you. Hi.
And Ryan.
Hi, Mark, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet Oh, that one had too much paint. It is a line.
Yeah.
If it has too much paint, then it's like,
New experience, that's okay.
is it dirty?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
You don't belong.
Yeah, if it's dirty, I'll throw it away. I don't know, I use this for my captain class too, so
Just go down back.
sometimes we
Yeah.
get very dirty in it.
That's pretty close. I did class in San Diego College.
Very cleaned up here.
You guys live with the search, Coach Tracy. Okay.